Hi guys, welcome to Science with Kanush. Today I'll be explaining Igcse biology. Topic 2, Organization of the organism. So let's start. This is the syllabus content 2.1 cell structure. So here we will be covering about the structure of an animal cell, plant cell and bacterial cell and the differences between them. We'll also see the specialized cells and their functions. So let's start. So between a plant cell and animal cell, so a plant cell has cell wall which is made of cellulose, whereas an animal cell has no cell wall. Plant cell and animal cell both have cell membrane, they both have nucleus with a distinct membrane present, they both have cytoplasm. Plant cell has chloroplast present because they need to carry out photosynthesis. However, animal cells have no chloroplast because they don't have to carry out photosynthesis. Plant cells and animal cells both have ribosomes, and these ribosomes can be found in the cytoplasm on the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So, and plant cells and animal cells both have mitochondria. Plant cells have a large permanent vacuole, whereas animal cells do not have a vacuole. Okay. Now the structure of a bacterial cell. So bacteria have the following characteristics, which is they have a cell wall made of peptidoglycan, not of cellulose but of peptidoglycan. They have a cell membrane, cytoplasm, and ribosomes. They have no nucleus, but they do contain a circular chromosome of DNA that floats in the cytoplasm. And plasmids are sometimes present. Now, plasmids are small rings of DNA. They are also floating in the cytoplasm. They contain extra genes to the chromosomes found in the DNA. Okay, to those found in the chromosomal DNA. Okay, and then they do not have mitochondria, chloroplast, or any other membrane-bound organelles. Some bacteria also have a flagellum, and some have many flagellums. So that's plural is flagella, and this flagellum is like a hair-like structure. It helps the bacteria to move. And then let's move on to the next. So this is the diagram of plant, animal, and bacterial cell. So in the plant cell, we can see here we have our cell wall, this yellow color, rigid cell wall. This is our nucleus. This is our chloroplast. Chloroplast is green because it contains a pigment, chlorophyll, which gives the chloroplast its green color. And then we have mitochondria, we have cytoplasm, we can see ribosomes in the cytoplasm, and the permanent vacuole. We have the cell membrane, and in the animal cell we have the cytoplasm, nucleus, ribosomes. This is the cell wall, cell membrane, and this is the mitochondria. And this is the bacterial cell. So bacterial cell, we have the cell wall, which is made of peptidoglycan, and we have the cell surface membrane. Some bacteria have plasmids, but some do not, and we have the chromosome here, and that's it. Okay, and this is the flagellum. Okay, this is also present in some but absent in the others. Moving over to the next, so we have the cell structures and their functions. Now we have seen which all structures are present in the different cells. Now let's see their functions. So nucleus contains the genetic material which controls the activities of the cell. That's why nucleus is sometimes called the control center of the cell. Cytoplasm supports internal cell structures, as we saw previously that ribosomes, mitochondria, and all were contained within the cytoplasm, and it is the site of many metabolic reactions. Metabolic reactions are the reactions which happens in the body. So most of the metabolic or chemical reactions of the body occur in cytoplasm. Okay, and then we have cell membrane. So cell membrane controls which substances can enter and leave the cell. Also, cell membrane separates the external and the internal environment of the cell. And then we have ribosomes. So ribosomes are the site of protein synthesis. Then we have mitochondria. So mitochondria is basically the powerhouse of the cell. So inside mitochondria, oxygen is used to release energy in a process called aerobic respiration. So in the upcoming topics, we will look into aerobic respiration in detail. But for now, mitochondria provides energy to the cell by carrying out aerobic respiration. Okay, and then we have a cell wall. So cell wall gives the extra support and the shape to the cell. And then we have chloroplast. As I told you, chloroplast contains a green chlorophyll pigment. This green chlorophyll pigment helps to absorb light energy, and chloroplast contains enzymes which are needed for photosynthesis. Then we have a permanent vacuole. The vacuole contains cell sap. Cell sap is basically water mixed with solutes like sugar and other things. So then we have that the vacuole is used for storage of certain materials, as I told, like sugars and all, they are stored in the vacuole, and it also helps support the shape of the cell. So producing new cells. So our body continuously needs new cells because it needs to grow and repair. And then these cells, our body cells, have the ability to grow and divide repeatedly. So the new cells are produced by the division of existing cells. Okay. And now specialized cells and their functions. So our body has some specialized cells which have different functions. So first of all, we have like our ciliated cells. We can find them in the trachea and the bronchus. So they help for the movement of mucus. And then we have root hair cells, which are used for the absorption of water and mineral ions. Palisade mesophyll cells, which are used for photosynthesis in plants. Neurons, which help for the conduction of electrical impulses. Red blood cells for the transport of oxygen. Sperm and egg cells for reproduction. So now we have the levels of organization in an organism. So cells are the basic structural and functional unit in our living organisms. Many similar cells, when they work together to perform a same function, they are called a tissue, and many different tissues, when they when they work together to perform specific functions, they are called an organ. And an organ system is when the group of organs with related functions, they work together. So next we have our syllabus 2.2, in which we'll be seeing the magnification and how can we convert between different units. So for the formula of magnification, it is image size over actual size. So it will be easier to work out with this formula triangle. So how do we use the formula triangle is that if we have to find the image size, we need to cover it with our hand, and then we can see the actual size multiplied with the magnification will give the image size. And for example, if we have to find the magnification, we need to cover the M with our hands, and then we can see that image size over actual size is giving us the magnification. So this is an easier way. If you remember the formula triangle, you can easily remember the formula. Then converting between units, this is only for the extended students. So from centimeter to millimeter, we know it's multiplied by 10. From millimeter to micrometer, we need to multiply by 1000. And from micrometer to nanometer, we need to again multiply by 1000. So these are the conversions which we have to remember, because they might be asking to calculate the image size and all, but in a different unit. For example, in the question they gave the actual size in nanometer, but they want the image size to be in millimeter. So we need to know the conversion so we can write the answer in the required units. Okay. Thank you for watching. That's it for today. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you so much.